Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after Smackdown.
You almost missed that.
Almost messed it up. I almost did every Friday first.
You almost did.
Those crickets at the end were great. Why did I think The Fiend was going to attack Triple H HBK? That would have been cool.
I thought something
doing, Scott?
I thought something was gonna happen too. But
Your thoughts on the following: pineapple on pizza, waffles better than pancakes.
Okay, pineapple belongs on pizza.
I would eat like almost anything on pizza.
And I like pancakes better than waffles. Sorry,
so
needed to be said.
And I like pancakes better than waffles.
Mhm. They're just better.
Hello, James.
Great SmackDown tonight, for the exception of Carmella and Dana not winning the tag team titles. It's a vacuum.
I thought it was the fire whistle going off. It's like, oh great, tornado's coming through.
It's a vacuum.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
We're good.
So yeah, I mean, overall, SmackDown was good. I mean, I don't really know what to say.
How you doing, Jono? Viking Raiders.
It was a good SmackDown. Like, I mean, there wasn't anything on it that I was, like, super, like, about. But, I mean, it was just, like, I say that. But it wasn't, like, terrible stuff on SmackDown, but it also wasn't, you know, the best SmackDown I've ever seen.
No, I'd probably give it, like, a 5 out of 10.
I mean, a 6. I'd give it a 6, roughly.
It was okay.
It was good. It was decent.
Not great.
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen,
no.
you know. So,
What is going on with Velveteen Dream? He's in Dreamland.
No, you haven't been on Twitter today, man. There's been a whole lot of stuff surrounding it. I don't know the whole story. I don't know what the whole situation is, but there's been a whole lot of things that don't make the dream look great happening. So, hey-oh, everyone. SmackDown was okay, I guess. 6 out of 10. I said the same thing.
Zendo.
I'm so over Corbin.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
James, you and me both. So, we start off SmackDown with the New Day. They come out, and they're all like, yeet, yeet, woot, woot, we are the tag team champions. And I'm all like, cool. And then Lucha House Party comes out, of all people, and they're like, we should get a shot at the titles because we never get shots at the titles. And we should get a shot. And I'm like, it's not how you get a, that's not how this works. Then Miz and Morrison come out, and they're like, no, we should get a rematch because the New Day has never beaten us, Miz and Morrison, as a tag team. They beat Miz for the titles one-on-one. So, and I'm like, and then the Forgotten Sons come out, and they run their mouths about military stuff. I don't know. And so they're like that, and I'm like, attempt to make me like you better. It's not going to. I just don't like you. I'm never going to like you. It's just a fact of life.
By the way, thanks for the follow, and I'm probably gonna mess this up. Prof Diligende. Not sure if I said that right. How you doing, Justin?
What up? The Forgotten Sons suck, but I get the military part. See, that's like the thing is like they like throw this. The thing is,
so here's a question.
They throw that in there
here's
though.
a question. So we say all this
when their characters aren't getting over.
Okay, but the characters aren't getting over because they don't create a storyline for them.
And they just suck. Period.
And so I think when you have that, it messes everything up. I mean, I think anybody. I'm not saying anybody could be like a superstar, but I think anybody could get over to where they're a mid card or a lower card, where at least they're entertaining.
These dudes are just not entertaining.
If they would just let them do their thing. How you doing, Ames? Sergeant Slaughter is the only man fit for the gear. Again, I think it depends on what you're looking for. If they do it right, and
I don't have a problem with them tapping into the whole they were in the military situation. I don't have a problem with that. The issue I have is it seems to be at least twice now with Lacey and with the Forgotten Sons. This has been what they've done. They've tapped into the fact that they were both part of military in some capacity. You know, military, Marines, whatever. Same difference. Same thing. I mean, it's not, but it is. You know what I mean.
40 match after 40 match.
And so they did that with both of them, and like it worked for Lacey. I mean, Lacey's over now. So are they thinking it's gonna work for the Forgotten Sons too, or what's the deal here? Because I don't. Not that I have a problem with it. I don't get it. And I don't know why we're doing it now. I don't like the Forgotten Sons. I'm not going to like the Forgotten Sons. I don't care what they try to do to make me like the Forgotten Sons. I'm just not going to. It's just a fact of life. They are a boring team who just sucks. I just don't like them.
Next year's WrestleMania main event, Donald Trump versus WHO leader. All like them lead to this.
I just don't like them. So Forgotten Sons end up cleaning house. And, you know, cool, whatever. So they're probably going to get a title shot at Money in the Bank, which makes no sense to me because they've done nothing. They've literally, what they did to get this title shot, they were all like, we need to give you a title shot now because you breathed in the building.
Yes.
That's how it went down.
That's what should happen.
So it went down. They didn't do anything.
No.
They stepped in the building, and they took a breath of air. And they were like, we're giving you the titles. We're gonna give you the titles. We're gonna give you a title shot. We're probably gonna give you the titles though, because why not? You know.
Why do people hate the Forgotten Sons? I respect them for their service to Marines. Much respect. I think about it, James. I think that probably because of the way they booked them.
They're just not good.
I think there's things they could do with them
They're just not good.
to make them interesting.
They're just not good.
And make people like them.
They're just not good.
They're not good because of the things they've had them do.
Except in NXT, the issue with them is they've been in NXT for 45,000 years. 45,000 years.
Okay, they keep pushing them out with the same stuff.
They have built them as this unstoppable force in NXT. And I'm like, wait, in what world were they an unstoppable force in NXT? They were never a force in NXT.
The same force
they
that said
showed up,
that the up-and-coming tag team of Ricochet
and now it's like, what are they doing with these guys? I just don't get it. I just don't like them, and I'm not going to like them. I'm never going to like them. I just don't like them.
You might not like them. That's the whole idea.
I'm glad. They're not being bad guys, though. They're in this situation. They're being the face.
Are they?
Yes!
Why?
Because of the fact that they're all like, Miz and Morrison are heels. Okay? They are. Lucha House Party were kind of being booked as heels. New Day was the face tag team, and so were the Forgotten Sons. Automatically, this is a fact of life. Automatically, if you start throwing in the fact that they were in, the military or whatever the case may be, people are going to like them. They're going to be the face in that situation. They just are. That's what happened with Lacey. They're trying to do it with the Forgotten Sons, and I'm not going to fall for it. Okay? I'm not going STOMP too, because I just don't like them as a tag team. I just don't like them.
I agree, Ains. I think that Rusev will be good.
Give them time.
He'll be good in AEW.
Dude, they were in NXT for 37 years and they did nothing. Why are they even on SmackDown?
Again, it's all about
the only reason they are on SmackDown is because the Revival left. That is the only reason they're on SmackDown. I guarantee you that. They were like, we're down one tag team. We need another one. Let's bring up the Forgotten Sons. Why? I don't know. They haven't done anything. There's about 30 other tag teams in NXT we could bring up. Let's bring up the Forgotten Sons. Alrighty then. Cool. Awesome. Love that.
Yippee-ki-yay. Everything is how you book them and what you let them do.
And they haven't been booked well at all.
So that's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. I just don't like them.
So let's see where they go with this.
I just don't like them, and I'm going to continue to not like them, and you can't tell me otherwise, huh?
Like you didn't like Matt Riddle, and all of a sudden now you're like, I kind of, Matt Riddle, I'm kind of cool with that.
It worked with Lacey Evans. It did. But what I'm saying is, I don't want them to do this again with somebody else. Like, can't there be one person on the roster that they don't try something twice? Like, just stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Please. Maybe if they'd done the stupid military thing in NXT, it might have gotten them over.
Might have.
Maybe. But they just stuck with whatever the heck it is.
I guess I'm biased because I'm former military.
I don't know. They got stuck. I don't even know what their gimmick in NXT was. Like, I honestly don't. They were like this biker gang. Is that what they were?
They were the Forgotten Sons.
I mean, I don't like them. So, I just don't like them. Triple H, 25th anniversary. We got a Blue Blood video, When he first came in, he was all Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This was before he was Triple H. I really like this era of Triple H.
Yeah.
It was fun,
Definitely.
Fun. He was always getting beat, though.
Hey, it's the way his life was. Look at WrestleMania. They showed it at the end.
Ah, man. So, yeah, that was a fun video. Then they show a little Money in the Bank 2014 video with Seth getting thrown off a ladder with Kofi. And then he won. So, that was cool. We then get Sheamus versus nobody. Sheamus won. And then we show a Jeff Hardy video.
That's a good question, observing stuff. Who knows? He's going to have a match and Sheamus is going to attack
Money
him.
in the Bank.
Could be. How about give them a chance, Maven?
How about...
All we are saying...
I'm not giving them a chance.
Just give them a chance.
I don't even know what song that is.
Let's give peace a chance. John Lennon.
Never heard it. I'm not giving them a chance.
Actually,
I just don't like them.
That's what it's about.
Don't like them. I will never like them, James. Sorry. I will never like them.
She will change, James. Watch.
No, I won't. I guarantee you.
3 or 4 weeks from now, she'll be going, you know what?
I guarantee you.
They were good.
I am not going to change my mind. I'm not going to. So, Sheamus beat up a jobber again for the 5th week in a row.
They're making him look tough.
Very tough. We then get the Jeff Hardy video, and Jeff Hardy is... These videos have been very well done.
Yeah,
this was showing...
I will say that these segments have been good.
This was showing his return back at WrestleMania 33 when the Hardy Boys showed up. They were in the tag team title match. It was such a cool moment. It's like, chills. Ah! Didn't know they were going to be there, type of situation. It was super cool. So
Roman Reigns has everything, but nobody likes him because he's forced in our face week after week. The same corny gimmick. This is my yard. If you said that in first grade, you'd be killed.
That's hilarious.
I agree.
So then we get a Triple H DX video, for the 25th anniversary, and then we get Sheamus, who came back out literally to do one thing. He came back out to stand over Michael Cole and throw his headset on the floor.
Yeah,
that was
exciting.
it. He came back out just to do that, and I laughed my head off. It was so funny.
Yeah, kind of pointless.
It's because he talked about Jeff Hardy. It's very obvious they're setting up Jeff and
yes,
Sheamus.
They are.
It is.
So one day, probably right before Money in the Bank, you're gonna see Jeff Hardy show up at a SmackDown.
And then it's gonna set them set a match up with them
Yeah.
in Money in the Bank. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So.
I guess it'd have to be next week, wouldn't it?
No. Week after that. Because Money in the Bank would be that weekend.
What day is Money in the Bank?
I don't know.
Isn't it the
But
5th?
we have next weekend. No. The 5th is a Wednesday.
The 7th. No. The 3rd.
The 10th.
The 10th.
It's the 10th.
So they get 2 weeks.
Yeah, so if they don't, they're showing the rest of the Jeff Hardy videos next week. The week after that,
They
they
get 2
can
weeks
have.
to really have any kind of interaction between the two.
They can show the video next week, and then next week after that, they have Jeff Hardy come out and do whatever Jeff Hardy's gonna do. With Sheamus gonna be all like,
That is not true.
fella! You know.
I've heard people complain about Randy Orton being like slow and. When did you cut your beard?
Oh dang, yeah, Justin.
You haven't been here in a while, Justin.
Hasn't been here for a while.
I cut this 3 weeks ago.
It was nearly a month ago, yeah.
Because Maven had right when this whole
The world shut down.
yeah, when the world shut down, Maven had a doctor's appointment and I had to wear a mask up there to the hospital.
Yeah,
And like
looks
my
like
beard,
Michael.
my beard just like
He couldn't
messed
put the mask
everything
on
up,
over it.
so it was like
One of these days, you'll have to show him one of your cool masks.
yeah.
He's got some pretty cool masks. They have like goats on it.
Yeah.
Like you'll really be
The
the
goat
goat.
for the goat.
You'll be the goat. So yeah.
When's Randy Orton coming back? Nobody has.
I have no idea. I mean, his head was smashed in by Edge, and we haven't seen Edge in a while either. Like they did that whole thing, and it's just like, well, okay.
Probably the same times that AJ Styles comes back.
Probably. I actually want Lacey to win Money in the Bank. James, we're gonna get to that. In just a minute. So next we have Eminem, Miz and Morrison versus Lucha House Party. And you know who won? Can you guess who won? Don't look at the notes. No cheating. Who won?
What?
Who won the match? Miz and Morrison versus Lucha House Party.
Miz and Morrison.
No! Lucha House Party won!
Man, I was on the edge of my seat there.
Yeah, you were, man. Lucha House Party won, man. I was shook.
Sorry about that, Justin. She did okay?
Shook. Shook that they won.
I want Hillary Clinton to win Money in the Bank.
I really was like not expecting Lucha House Party to win this match. It was just kind of like.
So what is the point of having them win?
I don't know. They're gonna get a shot at the tag team titles at Money in the Bank.
That's what I'm guessing.
It's gonna be a stupid fatal 4-way match. It's gonna be Miz and Morrison, Lucha House Party, and.
I tested positive for being incredibly short.
Hey man. Me too. I mean, I'm short. I'm not that short.
But you're getting taller.
I'm not as short as I was.
Yeah.
I tested positive for getting taller. Does that work?
Sorry to hear that, about that, Justin. Some nasty stuff. Did you see the look on John Morrison's face? Yes.
So, I think this is ultimately leading to Eminem versus Lucha House Party versus New Day versus the Forgotten Sons at Money in the Bank. In a stupid fatal 4-way match. Because we can't just have a singles tag team match, ever. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Which will be stupid.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So, Lucha House Party won. Cool. Sasha versus Lacey was next.
Question, how much WWE merch do y'all have? You always got something new on.
Well, I got this 2 weeks ago. We placed an order like 2 weeks ago and got a couple new shirts, but
yeah,
you know,
we get stuff about every probably 4 months.
Yeah, give or take, roughly. I mean, we don't get stuff all the time.
No,
but
every 4 or 5 months we probably get something.
Cause yeah, I wear my shirts so often that they get all fuzzy and like old looking, and like I haven't even had them for that long. Yeah. So then it's like, well, now I need new shirts.
Yeah.
So.
Dana Brooke defeated Naomi. Tamina defeated Sasha. Lucha House Party won. They can't do the fatal 4-way tag title.
Too many people in an area. They don't listen to
Hey,
that,
they're
though.
considered essential, Scott, so it's possible they could figure something out.
So
they could probably like talk to the governor of Florida and say, hey, we need to have like 12 people in the ring at once. Can we expand it to like having 20 in the ring? You can have a group of 20. We'll be good.
So the Sasha and Lacey match was for Money in the Bank. This is actually a really good match. I enjoyed it. Lacey got the win after Bayley kind of caused some distraction on the outside, trying to distract Lacey, but it ended up messing with Sasha. And so Sasha tried to roll up Lacey. Bayley was with the ref, and
it wasn't my fault.
So that's what happened. She was messing with the ref, and the ref was all like, blah, 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 Bayley, you can't do that, blah, 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 you can't put a leg on the rope. And Bayley was all like, I did it. And Sasha was all like, roll up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then when the ref went over to count 1, 2, and Lacey was all like, and then she won. She was all like, well, pow, women's right. Sasha was all like, ugh. And then Sasha was all like, 1, 2, 3. And then Bayley was like, oh, shoot, what did I do? And then they went up the ramp, and Tamina's music hits, and then Bayley gets super kicked in the face, and she sold it so very well. It was very funny. It made me laugh the way she felt. She was like, oh.
I think not having the Sasha Bayley thing would be okay as for the title. I think that Bayley ends up losing the title, and Sasha may play a part in her losing the title. And so, without Sasha having to win the title.
Wait a minute.
And I think the way they're building this storyline is good because it's a slow build and not.
I love this. It's gradual. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why I like this. I want Lacey to win Money in the Bank too. I think she would be a great choice to win this year.
Tamina as women's champion, no, but I think Tamina is going to end up costing.
Tamina?
Yeah, she's going to help out Sasha somehow.
Tamina?
Yeah, see, Tamina as women's champion. I'm saying no, not Tamina as women's champion, but I think she's going to help out somehow, some way.
Help Sasha become women's champion?
Maybe down the road, but I think that they're going to have some sort of. Tamina won't win it, so no. But whoever wins Money in the Bank will win it. Tamina's not winning it.
She's got to fight Bayley at Money in the Bank.
Okay, but that doesn't mean she has to win it.
No, she's not gonna. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, you're confusing everybody. Is everybody else confused?
Why no? Scott said Tamina is women's champion. I said no.
Okay.
I'm saying that Tamina doesn't win, but down the road, Tamina will help Sasha. Somehow help Sasha beat Bayley, not necessarily for the title.
Got it. Okay.
But just
that makes more sense. I think
kind of a fact. And maybe Sasha ends up helping Tamina, but then there's a disqualification. How about R-Truth as women's champion?
I think no hacker stuff.
No.
I think Lacey needs to win Money in the Bank. I think they could build Sasha and Bayley to SummerSlam. The friendship is kind of like, they're in rocky shores or rocky waters or whatever the saying is. And then
Rocky Shores or Rocky.
Sasha and Bayley are going to have their match at SummerSlam, but Lacey ends up cashing in on whatever happens. You know, whoever wins the belt retains the belt. Lacey cashes in after the match, and then they're all like, Lacey! I mean, that's one way they could do it. Or I said something else. I told somebody
Bayley
else something.
have a face turn.
Let me find it.
I played WWE 2K20 and put Brock Lesnar versus.
Okay, well this was before. This was before.
No Braun or Bray either. No, but they did talk about the storyline.
This was before the match had happened, and I had said, so I was talking to Colin, and Colin said, so we're looking at Bayley retaining Money in the Bank, Sasha then losing the Money in the Bank match and playing Bayley, right? The start of their feud. And it was like, or Sasha wins and stabs Bayley in the back, which leads to Bayley fighting to get the title back at SummerSlam. Well, now that's not happening because Sasha isn't in the Money in the Bank. match. Unless Sasha finds a way to get into the Money in the Bank
Who
match.
knows? Yeah, she kills somebody.
I mean, there's always that. She can take somebody
yeah,
out.
WWE does dumb stuff.
She can take
that.
Dana out. Dana doesn't need to be in the Money in the Bank match. She can take her spot.
Oh, look out! Here comes James.
Sorry, man, but she can take Dana or Carmella or whoever out and take one of their spots instead. I mean, there's still time. She could still be in Money in the Bank, maybe.
Yeah.
If she works a little bit of magic, kill some people.
Yeah, we can do something.
She'll be the next Dark Side of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's cool. She'll be in Money in the Bank.
Yep.
So I mean, there's a lot they can do with it, and I'm really excited to see the Bayley Sasha feud kind of play out, because I think it's a really good one, and they got a really good story there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, we get the history of Bray and Braun. I actually really liked this. I like the fact that they're kind of going backwards and looking at everything that happened kind of leading up to now.
Well, they're telling the story without having to have them there.
Which I think is cool. And I like the fact that they're like, yeah, this did happen. And I think just looking at the way Braun kind of reacted last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, when he opened the box and he saw the sheep mask and he was all like, he was like, I'm not going to fall for your mind games until Bray did something like that, where Braun looks at it as a giant spot on his record of, I can't believe I did that,
Yeah.
Like, that was,
I can't. Doesn't need to be in the Money in the Bank.
I'll get to that, John L, in just a minute. But Braun kind of looks at it as a giant splotch on his record, and he's ashamed of being in the Wyatt family, type of situation. He's like,
I told you
that type of thing.
James was gonna come after you.
And so with his reaction on how, how his reaction came out when he saw the mask, he was like mortified, like, and kind of taking a look back.
Or was it more like, oh, this was a dark time in my life?
With the way everything's been built up, I think it's a lot of, like, he thinks it's a giant splotch on his record. And, I mean, maybe he's like, oh, this was like a dark time in my life, and maybe he's like, I'm so ashamed of this and I can't believe I did this type of thing. Like, I mean, it could be either. We'll kind of have to see how the story progresses. But as it stands right now, I feel like he's just kind of like, I can't believe I did this. Like, looking at me then, looking at me now, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, that's possible.
It was a very odd way to come in, and like now I have to deal with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yep. And maybe Braun has been like, oh well, he always in the back of his mind of like Bray is always gonna be towering over me because he's the one who brought me in.
Yeah.
And he's kind of had that, maybe that's kind of what it is. He's had the fear of Bray coming after him for things he's done.
Possible.
Type of a situation. I think it'd be kind of cool how they build it like that. But I like them going back and taking a look at everything, because honestly, the Wyatt family was a really freaking cool stable. And if they had built them up right, they could have been one of the best stables they have had since, like, D-Generation X and the NWO. Honestly, they could have.
Yeah.
Except they messed it up.
Yeah.
Many times. Many, many, many times. But they were so cool and so different.
Well, that was the things, they were different.
Which made them cool. And then they screwed it up, because that's what WWE does. But I digress. So we had that. We then get a Mandy and Sonya recap, and then we get told that next week we're getting Otis versus Dolph in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Who you taking for this one? Has to be Otis.
Yeah.
Otis has to win.
I would take Otis.
I need to see Otis do the caterpillar off of a ladder.
Why don't they just have, why are they doing this for a qualifier? Why don't they just put them both in the match?
Because
they broke them up for profits. Yeah, which is stupid. I think with the whole Wyatt family could have been really good if they would have just continued the storyline. And now they're bringing it back.
Except now they've lost two of their guys.
Yeah.
Which, it's like, okay.
Governor here just kept all schools closed for the rest of the year. We just went closed on last Friday for the rest of the year.
So, Otis and Dolph for the final spot. Not the final spot? Is it the final spot? I don't know. Whatever.
Luke Harper is in AEW. Yes.
might be the final spot, maybe the second to last spot. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
And he will be taking shots at WWE.
But Otis and Dolph, I think Otis needs to win. I think Otis needs to do some freaking crazy spot off a ladder with, like, doing the caterpillar onto somebody off of the ladder. I think it'd be so cool. He might, like, die in the process, but I think it would be so cool. And then the other Money in the Bank qualifier we've got is Mandy Rose versus Carmella. I can tell you right now, Mandy Rose is not winning because Sonya's going to come out and get involved. That's what's happening here. Which means Carmella's going to be in a Money in the Bank ladder match for the third freaking time.
Otis is going to fry some chicken on that ladder.
Third time? Fourth time? Fourth time. This is her fourth time.
Yeah.
Because she's won twice, hasn't she?
I think so.
Carmella's won Money in the Bank twice. She was in it last year and she didn't win. Because she was injured or whatever.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, I really have a problem with this, with the fact that we're putting Carmella in Money in the Bank so many years in a row. There are so many other people that could be put into this match, like Sonya, who should be, and they're not. Because Carmella's been in this match every year.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I have nothing against Carmella. I just don't like the fact that they're continuously putting her in the Money in the Bank ladder matches. It's like, it's never different. They're not putting anybody else into the match that could be good.
Yeah.
Which is terrible. I would love to see Sonya put in the Money in the Bank match. But
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. Sonya
no.
and Mandy are not going to be put in a match because they're probably going to have a match against each other.
Well, that's what I figure.
So, I just...
Otis versus Dusty Rhodes is like Tyson versus Ali.
I don't know. I just don't like the fact that Carmella's going to be going into Money in the Bank for a fourth time. Third time, fourth time, whichever it is. I don't like it. We then get Alexa and Nikki versus Carmella and Dana Brooke for the tag team titles. Okay. There was no use for this match, but okay. Alexa and Nikki retained. Yeah. They retained.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. We knew they were going to retain. Dana and Carmella stood no chance. They were not winning the tag team titles. That was never going to happen. And so...
Why they're doing what they're doing with them. I don't understand it. If they're going to be a tag team, that's fine.
Carmella cheated the first time to win Money in the Bank. Yeah, she did. It was with James Ellsworth.
Hashtag cool. Fake push.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't...
By the way, thanks for the follow, the Funk Houdini.
Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what we're doing with them. I don't get it. It's just like, it's dumb. So...
Otis' character is just so refreshing. Like, honestly, who can hate him? He makes me laugh all the time. He is good. That's what I like about him.
Yep.
And I think that's why a lot of people like him.
Wow.
So
now you got issues with Carmella. Did you know Mella is money? I never said I had issues with Carmella, man. I'm just saying I don't like the fact that she is put in Money in the Bank literally every single year. Like, she's in the match every year, and there are other women on the roster that should be put into the Money in the Bank match, and they're not. Can anybody agree with me on this? Because I don't think it's cool to put Carmella in every year. Like, there are people that are never going to get a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match because Carmella has a spot every year. And it doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't.
Who would you put in there?
Sonya!
Okay.
That's who I would put in there. Kyrie. I don't know. There's several women on the roster. Ruby Riott. Liv Morgan. There are several people that have never been in a Money in the Bank ladder match.
So if all they're going to do...
And Carmella gets a spot.
If the whole idea is to have Carmella lose anyway, would you rather have Sonya in there or Carmella just if they're just going to lose?
Okay. I don't want to see Carmella in the match, though. I would rather see... Maybe not Sonya, because I think Sonya should win Money in the Bank if she's going to be in it. But... I mean, so like I said, somebody like Ruby Riott or Liv Morgan or Kyrie Sane, just add somebody different in to see what they can do in the match instead of Carmella. Because we've seen Carmella like 4 times. Like, there could be some really cool spots with some of these other women, like Kyrie Sane with an elbow drop off the top of a ladder.
Yeah.
Like, they could do some really freaking cool spots, and they're just not.
Kyrie Insane.
They're just...
Did you get that?
Yeah, she has the finishing move, the insane elbow. But there's so much stuff they could do, and they're just not because they're putting Carmella in that match again.
Yes.
And it just drives me bananas. So, that's that on that. Apparently nobody agreed with me because nobody said anything.
No.
I'm like, folks, do you agree with me?
No, you put them to sleep.
And they're all like, no.
Oh,
Whoa!
Zendel,
Now they're roasting you.
Zendel's asking for it.
Woo! Sonya doesn't deserve anything. Mandy does. James, I disagree with that. I really do. Like I said, I'd put Ruby Riott or Kairi Sane or Liv Morgan or just, there's so many other women.
So, I started out and I had to stop and take a nap, Zendel. I was on my way down and had to sleep.
I
couldn't
just
make it.
so many women that you can put in the match.
Too far to go.
And it angers me.
Who would you put in the women's Money in the Bank besides Sonya Deville?
Ruby Riott, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan.
Let's put them all in there.
Like,
let's just have a battle royal.
Honestly.
Let's call it Money in the Bank Battle Royal. Sure.
So next week we're getting Daniel Bryan versus King Corbin.
Yes, that'll be exciting.
So excited.
Why are they building this up?
Can you see the excitement on my face?
They're going to do something with this, and he's going to feud with Daniel Bryan for the next 6
No,
months.
that or Bryan is going to be taken and killed like Elias and Drew Gulak were.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh, also, okay. During the Gulak and Corbin match, forgot to mention this. Did we even talk about that?
No, you think you skipped
I think I skipped over it. Wow, it was so important. I skipped over it.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
The Smackdown ending was funny. I liked the Stephanie said. HBK was mocking me, but Vince was funny too. I thought it was okay. I'll talk about it when we get to it.
Oh my gosh, Bianca Belair, that's another one. She could be in Money in the Bank and she's not. Gulak and Corbin, we didn't talk about this before. This was earlier in the show. I apologize. Baron Corbin won, but the way they did it was they had Sami Zayn, Nakamura and Cesaro come out and help him, and I'm like, huh?
James,
what
Dana
happened?
is not winning. If Dana wins, I told you they should just scrap the women's division.
And I said if Dana wins, I'll come on here and I'll praise her, man. I'll tell you folks that she is my favorite, and she will forever be my favorite, and I will never go back on that. But I guarantee you I won't be saying that because I guarantee you she's not winning anything. I'm sorry, James. It's just a fact of life.
Sorry, James.
I'm sorry.
It's just a fact of life.
Not to be the bearer of bad news, but she's not winning anything. She didn't win the tag team titles, and she's sure not winning Money in the Bank.
No.
So Corbin, he won with Nakamura and Cesaro's help. So what happened to Sami Zayn? Did Sami Zayn just like fall off the face of the earth?
Yes.
And so they're no longer doing.
He's been putting out some tweets, and I don't think they like him.
James, this
So
is
reality.
Dana will never win anything. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you now, Katy Perry's going to win. I think Katy Perry should win.
Geez. So.
I think Sami Zayn has put out some political tweets, and I don't think Vince likes it.
Probably not.
So I think that's probably the issue.
But go Sami Zayn, for sticking his ground.
So I think Sami Zayn is going to get squashed. I think that's probably what's going to happen with him.
And it sucks that Vince is like that. Like, he should just leave the politics at the door.
I can't even take Dana serious. Yeah.
Like, leave the politics at the door. Just let your superstars be superstars.
Zayn was
what
saying,
they think in their personal life.
Zayn was saying something about Trump.
And what they think in their personal life is that's their.
So I don't think he will be used.
That's their opinion, their prerogative, and Vince can't do anything about it. So he just needs to forget it and run his company.
It's his company, so.
So I don't know.
When are they supposed to do their next Saudi show?
I don't even know, man, but it's a bad idea. So Daniel Bryan versus King Corbin is happening.
To do it. If it's not till this fall, I don't know when the next one is.
I never even thought of that with Sami Zayn. I was like, well, where has he been? A couple weeks ago, he had wisdom teeth taken out, and I was like, oh, well, is he out for that? Is that why he's gone? And I never even thought of that. But that is, I think that may totally be what's happening. I think so.
Why is Baron Corbin in Money in the Bank, and who is winning Money in the Bank?
I don't know. I have to look. I think.
Good question.
look at who's in the Money in the Bank match for the men. Because I really honestly don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't. I think Daniel Bryan would be cool.
I can't wait for Otis and Ziggler next week. Mandy Carmella. Should be an interesting match. Well, I hope Otis wins and Mandy too. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I think next week there's some good things set up if they do it right. Vince got rid of the Dudleys because in his mind, lock up them tables. Shane, the Dudleys are coming. I can't afford it. Yeah, I mean, again, I think this whole thing with Sami Zayn is a political thing, and I don't think that. I would be shocked if Zayn isn't used for anything other than just to be squashed.
See, yeah, the thing is,
sometime toward the end of the year.
Sami Zayn is.
So it's possible they may be able to do it, Zendo.
See,
I don't like them going to Saudi Arabia anyway, but if they're gonna do it, possibly towards the end of the year.
Sami Zayn is one of the only ones who actually gets out on the interweb and puts out
Carmella gets whatever she wants. She's going out with Corey Graves. Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, props to him for sticking his ground, I guess. Saying what he wants to say.
Yeah.
Not really caring whether he gets backlash or not. Zayn from One Direction. Jeez. So, Daniel Bryan and King Corbin is happening next week.
Loser leaves town.
Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, it'll probably be Daniel Bryan that ends up leaving town. Watch, he'll get taken out and get replaced in the Money in the Bank match, and it'll be like Elias who gets put in his place or whatever and gets back at Corbin.
Yeah.
It'll be something stupid like that. So then we get Triple H. This was fun. So Triple H comes out.
Well, it was fun. I like the way they started it. Go ahead, talk about it, and then I'll tell you about it.
So Triple H comes out. He's got his water bottle. He's all ready to.
ZZ Top.
So he comes out.
Was about the promotion of drinking cleaning products. That's not what he said, observing stuff. He said inject. He didn't say anything about drinking cleaning products. He wants you to get a needle and inject it.
Jeez. Oh, folks. Oh, boy. So, where were we?
But he was just joking. He said that today. I was just joking about that.
Were you now? You sounded pretty serious.
As the Dr. Bricks was sitting over there going, oh my God. She's like looking at him, and then he looks over at her, and she's like, what? Is he talking to me? Is he still looking at me? I hope not.
Okay, so where were we? Oh, injecting them, even safer.
Yes, much safer. It's safer to inject than to drink.
So Triple H.
The man taking Triple H says his water, taking his water away from him was funny.
He took his water. And, yeah, the dude came over with a mask, he took his water, and it was all it was so funny, because he was going to spit it in the air, and,
Roman has not been mentioned.
With everything with COVID and whatever, and, germs and stuff, it was really funny.
It was a funny thing.
So, he's there, and then, Shawn Michaels comes out, and he says, I sent out invitations to thousands and thousands of people, and look, they all showed up, just for you. And Triple H is like, Shawn, there's nobody here. And he's like, well, I mean, you're wrong, cause Graves and Cole showed up, and he was like, dude, it's their job. They have to be here, so they came by force. And so that was funny. And then Shawn asks about his 25th anniversary show. He's like, so Hunter, what's your favorite moment from my 25th anniversary show? And he's like, well, Shawn, I just yeah, there was that one time. I mean, yeah, that one time. Yeah, you remember that one time? He was like, yeah, I remember that one time. That one time. Can you just be a little more specific? A little bit more specific. I remember that one time, but the people at home don't remember that one time. So can you explain? Can you elaborate on that? He's like, well, Shawn, that one time, you remember it. You remember it. You get it. And Shawn was like, no, I don't remember it because I never had a 25th anniversary show. And he was like, oh, you didn't? You didn't? You didn't? And it was the funniest thing. And then they show DX bloopers, and this was really funny. And then they show all of Triple H's losses at WrestleMania.
Yes, he's lost a lot.
And Shawn He goes, in retrospect, I don't know if we should have shown that video because that makes you look pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It makes you look pretty bad. So why are we celebrating 25 years of you? It's a good question. So then Stephanie McMahon ends up calling, FaceTiming or whatever. And it was Sean said something about Stephanie.
She's always following you.
She's always following you, and she's always Stephanie sucks the fun out of everything, and blah blah. And then Stephanie calls.
Watch ECW invade Raw.
Stephanie calls, and she's like, I'm watching it right now. And what is with Sean? Where's Sean? And he's what? I sucked the fun out of everything. And Sean's like over here. He's like, and Stephanie's like, I can literally see you. I'm watching it on the TV right now, and I can literally see you. And Sean's like, and it was the funniest thing. And they end the call.
Depends on how they do it. No, I think if they do the Drew and Seth's contract signing the right way, I think it could be interesting.
We then have Ric Flair who calls in, and he's essentially like, I'm just so proud of you both, and yeah. And so that was that. And then Road Dogg calls in, and he just talked for a minute. He was like, oh, y'all live? Oh, you're live. Oh, you're live. You're live? You're live? We're live. Oh, you're live. So that was that. And then to kind of
if you were watching the show, you'd know we were live.
And then to end the segment, we have Vince who comes out. And essentially Vince is just comparing Triple H to all of these terrible segments that he's done in the past.
Yes.
The gobbledygooker. And Bailey. It's your life. And so many different terrible segments. And it was really funny. Also the fact that he was admitting these were all terrible segments.
Yeah.
Maybe a step in the right direction.
The old shows are some of the best stuff on the WWE Network.
So that was that. And then he turned the lights off on him and played cricket sounds, and it was so funny. He's like, that's your career, Hunter. And the segment was good until Vince came out, because then when Vince came out, it was a little questionable, and I was kind of like, Mom was sitting in the kitchen, and she goes, I don't know what this dude is saying. I need a translator. And I was like, that's funny.
It's just 75
and then
Vince, don't worry about it.
I went on Twitter, and everybody was saying the same thing. They were like, I need a translator. And then somebody was like, Vince McMahon coming on the TV right now is like Christmas when Grandpa is rambling and won't stop. Yeah. And I was like, that's
funny ending with the cricket sound.
That was great.
I laughed. Yeah. Here's what I don't like about what they did. I thought they were gonna set something up with Shawn and Triple H. The way they started the whole thing off, it made it look like they're gonna have something where whether they have like competing. Whether they go against each other or whether they have someone fight, I thought that's where they were headed. And then they ended with Vince McMahon coming out, and I was like disappointed. So yeah, maybe where in God's earth do you get your energy from?
A place I like to call. I have an energy.
All of my
generator.
kids have that energy, and so therefore I have no energy because now I've got the little one who likes to take his diaper off and poop and pee on the floor. And so
that's why he wasn't here on Wednesday.
Right before the show tonight, he ripped off his diaper and decided that he was going to pee on the floor again.
Yes, it's fun. It's fun times.
So rather than going to the toilet, he just goes wherever he's at.
Never a dull moment.
I'm going to have to make a cage outside and just lock him up outside, so that way if he takes his diaper off and decides to pee or poop, he can just do it out there. So yeah.
That's where he was on Wednesday.
That's where we're at this week with him.
And that's why he wasn't on the show on Wednesday. Yeah. For that specific reason.
So do not call in for child abuse or anything like that when you hear about a kid being locked up in a cage outside because
everybody's laughing.
Because, it's something that had to be done to save my carpet. He is 2.
Yeah, he's 2. So it's fun.
Sometimes he tells us when he has to go.
And other times he just doesn't.
And sometimes he just
rips his diaper off, and it's
Or he'll go, I have to go to the bathroom, and then...
Other times
This looks like a good spot.
Other times he's so silent, and you're like, you think he's over there playing with toys, and he's like rapping on the floor.
Yeah. Why did Vince take that shot at Bailey?
He didn't really take that shot at Bailey. I think it was more so he was like, yeah, that was a bad idea. Yeah. Like, that was a bad story.
Triple H versus HBK would be great. I think so, too. I think it'd be interesting. I like your Undertaker shirt. Hey, thanks, Noel. My favorite wrestler in King Glenn Jacobs. Yeah, the Undertaker is awesome.
So did you watch Dark Side of the Ring this week?
The new one?
Yeah, with Dino Bravo?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Can we talk about Velveteen Dream? I have not seen what he said. I went and I looked. I tried to find what he said. You know more about what happened with that.
Not really. I mean, I only saw bits and pieces about how people were like, "Oh, Dream's in big trouble," and I was like, "Why?" And but I never really saw what the deal was with why.
Something about a picture being released. Be assured I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. A private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge, and I am working with a third party to look into this matter. So that's all I know.
Oh.
Glenn James is married now, 2020. I said, wow. Yes.
So you didn't watch Dark Side of the Ring?
I did not watch the Dark Side of the Ring.
Well, that is garbage.
I will. I always do.
I was watching before you.
When I'm dealing with the 2-year-old that pees and poops on the floor because he just decides to go, kind of messes things up.
It was a good episode. Did anybody else watch it?
Did anybody watch Dark Side of the Ring?
It's about Dino Bravo.
Dino Bravo.
There was a lot of it where they had translation because his wife and his daughter are like French Canadian or whatever, and so they're like, speaking in French, and so they had to use the translation stuff. But it was a good episode. It was good. I learned some stuff. I didn't really know the basis of it.
I will watch it over the weekend just to see.
But it was good. I will say it's probably.
Well, guys, great talking with you. Have a great night. I am tired. Peace. Hey, good night, Noel. You have a good one too. Thanks for stopping in.
I think it's good.
Hey, off topic. I was gonna prank my sister, and I put soap in water bottle, and she came home later, and I woke up and actually drunk it. Sandel. So let me ask you this: did you just prank yourself?
Oh boy.
There was a couple where I live a while ago. They got charged for training the kid to use the literature. That's what I'm afraid of. After I put him out in the cage, what they're gonna say?
I guess so. Yeah, he was involved in the mob. I will say, I think it'll probably go down as being one of my least favorite episodes of season 2. It's not like it was bad. It wasn't as I feel like it almost wasn't as informative as like some of the other ones have been.
We'll have to
like
watch it
I think what they said was.
Well, they probably couldn't go in too in depth because I don't think they're going to be going to the mob and going, hey.
Well, no.
Exactly
which is why I think it was good and I liked it and I think I learned some stuff that I didn't know. And I didn't enjoy this one as much. That's what I'm saying. I liked it, but it's not like the way I felt about the Jimmy Snuka one. Like, I felt like that one, I was really like, whoa, This one, I think I learned some stuff that I didn't know before, which was good.
How did it compare to the one before Snuka?
That was the Brawl for All.
What was the one before that?
The New Jack. And then Chris Benoit was the first one. Chris Benoit, New Jack, Brawl for All, Jimmy Snuka.
Maybe you should put soap in Mr. G's water.
I'm not going to attempt that.
Yeah.
The next week.
She'll be out in a cage with the 2-year-old.
Next week is the slap heard round the world with what's his butt. I can't remember what his name is.
What about the one with Let's see. Hold on.
Next week is the slap heard round the world, and that's with the dude who slapped the reporter, who was like, "Oh, well, this is fake."
Isaac Yankem. No, that wasn't Isaac Yankem. That was what was his name? Who's the guy that slapped him? I can't remember.
I'll find it.
David Schultz.
Yeah, him.
Dr. D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, this isn't fake. Does this look fake? And he slapped the dude. I'm pretty sure they have both of them on the show next week. It should be a good one. I forgot his name.
I was thinking about one from last year is what I was thinking of. The one with, what was his name? I gotta find it because I can't think of his name. Did you watch anyone from last year?
Yeah, the first season.
All of them?
The only one I haven't seen is the Mulo one.
The one I'm thinking of is,
Tino?
Gorgeous Gino.
Yeah, that one.
Was it anything like that? The Dino Bravo one?
Maybe.
The reason I ask is because since he was kind of mixed up with some, like, shady people, too.
Shady people.
Yeah.
Shady people. Shady people.
Like, important people.
Shady people. Shady people.
So you get involved in drugs and, like...
Shady people.
I would like to see Tony versus Becky at Money in the Bank. That'd be cool, James. Where is Tony? Is she still in... She's probably in the UK and can't fly here.
Yeah, I think she's in the UK.
I hate finding out that wrestlers I like are actually terrible people. Yes, then there's a lot of them that are that way.
Man. But, yeah, I mean, I thought it was an informative episode, and I think it was very interesting. The fact that...
By the way, Zendel, I drink bleach every day, so, you know, water and soap would not... I'm kidding. Water and soap would not do anything to me.
But I thought it was very interesting the fact that, like, Dino Bravo kind of knew that, like, he was about to get, you know...
He was about to get whacked, and he knew it.
Yeah, because when they did it, you haven't seen it yet, but... I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But, essentially...
He's probably telling everybody, hey, I'm going to die tomorrow.
Well, he called one of the Rougeos.
Yeah.
What's his butt? I don't know which one it was. Jacques?
Raymond.
Jacques? I think it was Jacques. But he called him... He called him the day before he was killed.
Actually, the 8-year-old would do a better job with the show because she does follow wrestling.
He called one of the Russo brothers the day before he was killed, and he was like, "Hey, come see me. I need to talk to you. Like, come see me. You know." And dude was like, and it was like 3 a.m. or something like that, and he was like, "Oh, I'll come tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow morning." And dude was on his way there when he stopped at the gas station, and someone at the gas station was like, "Oh yeah, there was some dude who was shot with like 12 bullets." And he was like, "What?"
Good thing I didn't come any sooner.
And so...
I'm glad I didn't go there.
And then based on what what was said in the thing is, Dino Bravo was essentially, he was in his chair. He was like sitting there like watching TV, and he had like his remote and everything set up. And then what it was is it looked like 2 dudes that came in and, shot him, and the door was unlocked, and there wasn't any forced entry or anything. And so people were like, well, dude, he was like waiting for his killers.
Might have been.
And you have to watch the rest of the episode to get the full gist of what's happening there. But
it's like Jesse James.
Because he was like he was doing like a cigarette thing. They were cigarette smugglers.
Mm.
And so they were doing that, and the police caught them or something, and I think it was like they blamed Bravo for it. And so dudes were like, we're gonna come all pew pew pew.
So is this still like when he was still wrestling?
No, this is after, because he had left WWF, and then he was really tight on money, and that's when he started, because he was related to one of the mob dudes or something like that, like a cousin.
So it was after his...
Yeah, it was after, and he was a cousin or a nephew of somebody, and that was in the mob, and so they were like, yeah, come work with us.
I think Aleister Black wins Money in the Bank. Because Drew versus Aleister for the title. I think it'd be good. Drew versus Aleister for the title.
Oh my gosh. Stop it. You're kidding me, right? Dude, this is the moment of my life. Oh, what? Sean Ross Sapp just followed me on Twitter.
I see that.
What? Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened.
I know. You're like becoming famous. USA Network talks
to you. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
People from Fightful talk to you, and now people
Holy
from Fightful
bucket.
follow you.
Oh my gosh.
You're like famous.
Whoa. Jeez, whoa.
And he's in here watching
what?
right now, and he's going, dude, no need to like feel bad about this.
Oh
there it is.
My gosh. Hello. Hi. How's it going? What up?
How's it going?
Yeah. Lol.
Cool.
See, my notification just went off, and I was like, what the heck?
That's funny.
Neat. Cool.
All right. You caught us at the end of our show here. We're like getting ready to wrap up.
Yes, we are. But
So how's it going?
SmackDown was cool.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Now you're gonna be speechless, aren't you?
Now I am. Yeah.
It's like, whoa, I'm not gonna talk now. It's like, wow.
Well, see, because the funny thing is like I always watch their shows and stuff, and so
I know you do.
it's like inspiration.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be them.
Yep.
And now they're like here.
I know. Now you can't talk. Usually you have like 1,000 things to say, and it's like now you're like,
Hey, I mean, but that's the way it is. Like, but hey, whatever. Cool. I mean, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's right. Whoa.
For everybody that has been on all of our shows with Maven, she is now speechless.
This never happens.
Like never.
Hey, Elijah, what's up? How's it going?
I always try to watch people who live stream and are active on Twitter.
Cool.
She is definitely active on Twitter.
Yes, I enjoy Twitter. It's a fun time.
Yes.
Tweet away during the wrestling shows.
Yes.
Multitasking. That's, cool. I mean, I do what I can.
Yep.
Try to get our stuff out.
And now you're like speechless. It's like.
Well, it's cool. Maven, Lacey beat Sasha, and now my favorite song. Yes, yeah, she beat her. Yeah, I'm glad Lacey's in Money in the Bank. I really am. I think she's a great addition, and I want her to win. She's my pick to win.
Yeah.
Who's your pick to win the Women's Money in the Bank?
Probably Lacey.
Probably Maven?
Lacey.
Maven? Me?
Lacey.
You're picking me to win Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
See, now you're stumbling over your words, too.
Well, that's because I was reading what he said, and I was like...
Nah, Lacey. Lacey would be my pick to win. I really was expecting Sasha to go in, but...
Maven, you're still not famous.
But...
I really came by for a bowl of the cereal in the background. You want some of the... what do we got back here? Because we have like 2 of them, don't we? The Golden Crisps, huh?
Yeah, we do. We have Golden Crisps in the background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Times are tough in the apocalypse.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, man, if we run out of food, I never even thought of that. We do. The cereal is still in the box. It's not like we took the cereal out and ate it. It's like I have background envy.
This
isn't even all of it, though. Like, we put what we could fit up there, but we have a box still in the closet and stuff. We have a set of steps by us that we have all of our stuff that we just need to fit in there somewhere.
Yeah, we've got... This is probably... about half of our stuff.
Half. Maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's cool. But I seriously, I never even thought of that with the cereal box. If, times are tough, man.
Yeah, when
if we run out of
stores shut
food,
down and we have nowhere to go.
At least we have our Becky Lynch cereal.
We got our Golden Crisps to eat.
Yep. We do.
I got my gloves and face mask. I wear a face mask everywhere.
I do too. I wear a face mask anywhere anyways. Just because, immunocompromised. So
yes.
Can't really.
Crohn's disease does that too.
Yeah, it does. So, stay safe.
Yes.
Folks.
Always stay safe.
So, yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's pretty much it. Elijah, you came in late, man.
Yeah. SmackDown.
You missed the show.
Yeah. I mean, the quick rundown. SmackDown was good. For the most part.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
The Triple H thing was funny.
Yeah. Again, I liked it till the ending. I didn't like the ending. Just didn't like the way it ended. Is it bad? I can still taste soap. Zendel, you'll probably be tasting that for a week.
Maybe.
Like, seriously.
Like, seriously?
You'll be tasting it for a week.
SmackDown?
SmackDown made me tired? Or tried? SmackDown made me tried.
Tried? Tired? Whatever. Same difference. We knew what he meant.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, it made him so tired, he's like mixing up his words. I saw the match, it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I blew up bubble. That's funny.
So, yep, that's pretty much it. Till Monday.
Sharon vs. Triple H won last time. That's where I thought they were going with it. And then they kind of ended the whole thing with Vince shutting lights off.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows? All right, we're gonna take off. We'll be back on Monday with Raw. If they have Corbin win Money in the Bank, I'm going to throw my TV out the window. Don't do it, John Nelly. You'll want to watch. Okay, you want. Did you hear Velveteen Dream is in trouble? We didn't hear. I don't know exactly what happened. I did check his tweets. He said someone had hacked his
account or something. Hacked something. Put out a.
He said, and this is what he tweeted: "Be assured, I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. A private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge, and I am working with a third party to look into this matter." So I don't know what happened or anything. But I did see that he has, acknowledged that there was an issue and that he is working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, guys. Awesome shows. Always stay safe and stay healthy. Have a great weekend. You too, James. Have a good one. And AEW said they get a new arena. Yes, EC3 is headed to AEW. Mark my words. I hope so. I think it'd be a good spot for him. EC3 and AEW, I think, could be like on fire if they let him. If they do like they've done with everybody else, which I don't see why they wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
He could be a star down there.
Yep.
So. With that, we can take off. Everybody, Maven is still kind of speechless here, so we are going to head out.
Yes, we'll be back on Monday.
We will be back
on
Monday with Raw.
Yes.
Everybody have a good one. Stay safe and healthy, guys. You too, and peace out, people. We're out.